Walk onto any dealership floor, and you are stepping into a highly engineered environment. The pristine lighting and spotless floors are designed to do one thing: keep you focused on the shine of the metal, rather than the reality of the math. When you sit down at the desk, the salesperson will almost immediately steer the conversation toward a single comfortable number: your monthly payment. They want to know exactly what you can afford every 30 days. That focus on the monthly payment is intentional. It completely masks the total cost of ownership over a standard 3-year term. By stretching the math, they hide how much money is actually leaving your pocket. To make a sound financial decision, you have to ignore the monthly payment pitch and look at 3 specific trade-offs: how much upfront capital liquidity you are giving up, what the actual drain on your monthly cash flow is, and how much ultimate equity you hold at the end. Stripping away the marketing hype to evaluate those 3 factors is the only way to ensure you drive off the lot without driving into a financial trap. In the UK and most other markets, there are 4 primary ways to acquire a new car: buying it outright with cash, using traditional finance, often called hire purchase, leasing, and personal contract purchase, or PCP. This chart maps how those 4 options attack your wallet. We set the vertical axis to measure your monthly financial obligation, from 0 up to the maximum drain on your checking account. On the horizontal axis, we map the upfront cash required to secure the keys, scaling from a minimal deposit all the way to paying the total sticker price on day 1. When we plot our 4 exact methods onto this matrix, we reveal exactly where your money is going. You can clearly see the tug-of-war between high upfront costs and painful monthly drains. Where your chosen method lands on this map dictates whether you are acquiring an asset with retained value or simply renting a depreciating lifestyle. Let's start with the most straightforward path: buying the car outright. You write a check for the full sticker price on day 1, say $30,000, and take the keys. The immediate outcomes are appealing. You have exactly 0 monthly payments to worry about, and you have 100% immediate equity in the vehicle. It is yours to drive as far and as hard as you want. This split chart reveals the hidden cost of cash. On the left, 30 grand dropped into an asset rapidly loses its value. On the right, investing that same money in an index fund shows upward compound growth over 3 years. If you want full ownership but don't want to liquidate that much cash, the middle ground is hire purchase, or traditional finance. The mechanics are standard. You put down a deposit, usually around 15%, and borrow the rest. For an average family car, you might take out a 3-year loan at an 11% interest rate. You build equity with every payment, and you never have to watch your mileage. But since you own it, the moment the manufacturer warranty expires, every expensive repair and maintenance bill falls entirely on your shoulders. True ownership paths force a compromise. You front-load your financial pain, either through a massive lump sum or steep monthly payments with high interest, in exchange for total control over the asset later. Leasing shifts the math entirely. Instead of paying for the whole car, you are strictly paying for the exact amount the car depreciates during the 3 years you hold the keys. Because you are only financing the depreciation, your monthly payments are dramatically lower than a traditional finance loan. Plus, you are driving a brand new car that is covered by a manufacturer warranty for the entire duration of the term. But the financial risks are steep. You build absolutely 0 equity, you own nothing at the end, and going over your yearly mileage triggers heavy financial penalties. There are cosmetic risks too. When you hand that car back, the dealership will scrutinize it. Any minor scratches, dents, or wear and tear will result in hefty charges. Leasing is a mathematically sound choice in one specific scenario. You explicitly value convenience and a low, predictable monthly cash flow over building any actual vehicle equity. That brings us to personal contract purchase, or PCP. Today, this is the single most popular option pushed by dealerships across the floor. This timeline illustrates PCP's deceptive mechanics. Low monthly payments lead directly to a massive balloon payment. Dealerships offer 3 choices: keep, return, or trade in. However, returning the car costs thousands more than a lease, and keeping it costs significantly more than traditional finance. The true purpose of a PCP contract is behavioral. It creates an environment where the easiest path is to roll your perceived equity into a brand new PCP contract. trapping you in an endless cycle of upgrading and maximizing the dealer's ongoing profit. PCP is the optimal financial setup for the dealership, but mathematically, it is the most expensive way for you to acquire a car. Taking the math off the spreadsheet and into reality means identifying exactly what your primary driving goal is. Let's define the first profile, the serial upgrader. You want a brand new car every 3 years, you drive a highly predictable number of miles, and you refuse to deal with maintenance anxiety. This flowchart tracks your best move. For the serial upgrader, a strict lease is mathematically superior to a PCP contract. You get the convenience you want without overpaying for fake flexibility. Next is the forever driver. You plan to keep this car for a decade, you want to customize it, and you drive heavy, unpredictable miles that would trigger massive lease penalties. For the forever driver, the correct path is hire purchase finance or cash. You accept the short-term financial pain to secure years of payment-free driving once the note is clear. Whether your goal is a new car every 3 years or holding one car for 10 years, PCP is never the right mathematical answer for your lifestyle. There is one final profile to consider, the wealth builder. This is someone whose primary goal is absolute financial optimization and growing their net worth above all else. If that is your objective, the ultimate strategy is to bypass all 4 of these new car financing options entirely. The wealth builder's move is locating a pre-owned car that is 2 to 3 years old and buying it outright in cash. This specific timeline forces the initial owner to absorb the steepest, most punishing part of the car's depreciation curve, leaving you with a reliable vehicle at a fraction of the cost. True financial optimization isn't about negotiating the best loan rate on a showroom floor. It's about minimizing asset depreciation so you can redirect your capital into an... Hit subscribe and click the bell icon for our next breakdown.